Hello Harmonies, are you feeling in tune today? Victoria here, and I'm very excited to bring you a series of Dru Yoga. But before that, maybe you'd like to subscribe. Please send me a little thanks, which is just underneath on the YouTube page. So grab yourselves a yoga mat, a glass of water, and let's get started. So we're just preparing for some yoga, just a little bit of safety tips. For those of us with high blood pressure, we don't really want to be bringing the arms above the shoulder level. Just be careful with high blood pressure, or indeed with any shoulder, particular aches and pains, recent injury. Just be careful with the shoulders, be body aware. Don't do anything that hurts, only do what feels good for you. Also, by bending ourselves forwards as we're going to later, just be careful getting your head lower than your hips. Just things like glaucoma or eye injury. Be body aware and make sure you don't bring your head lower than your hips. Stay at this level. And anything else that doesn't feel good, just avoid and just do more of what feels good. So welcome back, Victoria here. I'm going to lead you through a beautiful series of postures to make you feel great. So let's start with our feet hip width apart. We're just going to try that out by putting our fists together between our feet. And that will be the correct distance away for your feet. And then they're hip width apart, soft knees, that just means a little bit off lock, so they're not completely long and straight. And then the hips just slightly tilted forwards, and then nice long spine, long neck. Drop those shoulders and a nice level chin, so we're not tilted up or down or tilted over particularly, but we're nice and long. Oh, feels good already. Loosen those hands, wrists, elbows. Feel what your body is telling you. It's a beautiful autumnal day, a little plane going over. I can see red kites above me, and I'm just relaxing into my feet, feeling the cool air on the tips of my fingers, into my face, wafting my hair, feeling alive and in contact with nature, being outside. So, having rested in Tadasana just for a moment, we're now able to start the first posture, which is rocking gently into our feet. So we're going to rock forwards and back into our feet. So feel your body moving, slightly going off balance, to the back of our heels, to the front of our toes, and feel that beautiful soft tissue of your feet accommodating your action, so that the fascia of your feet are soft and they give to what the ground is doing underneath it, whether you're standing on grass, carpet, or hard tiles. The feet are accommodating whatever is below. And the more you find you'll do this, and some other foot movements I'm going to be showing you, the more you'll find that your feet will be soft and give. And that will be really good for your balance and posture when you're standing and walking and running. And it would be really good to stop you tripping and falling over, so that you can move through life without hurting yourself, without giving yourself pain. So just rocking forward and back, allowing your feet to accommodate what is below. The beautiful soft fascia of your feet moving forwards and back. Tiny little tweaks of muscle movement as they activate and are stimulated, massaged into the ground. And now coming back to a central pose, we're going to go in a circle. So I like the description of this action, which is describing a circle. So it's like we are drawing a circle with the edges of our feet. So to the side, around the back of the heels, the other side, coming over to the toes, the little toes, and back to the side again, and then back the other way. How does this feel for you? Hopefully you're being in tune with your body and communicating what your body is telling you. Coming back the other way again. Hopefully this feels nice. We're massaging our feet simply by using our body's gravity to the touch of the ground. Coming back to a central place again. Now we're going into side bends. One hand above us, one hand below our tummies. We're going to extend upwards by moving that shoulder up like we're trying to touch our elbow to the skies. And then we're going to bend over, directly over that one shoulder, as if we're between two panes of glass. So instead of tilting particularly forwards or backwards, we're just tilting over to that one side and bring that shoulder up. And just breathe. Allow the body to rest in this place for a moment. And coming up again before we switch the hands round, alternating so that our other arm and elbow is now reaching for the skies before we gently tilt over that way. And just breathe into that posture. The beautiful asana to give space, freedom to the side of the body, right up into the armpit and the elbow, the upper arm. I like moving my hands while I'm here to also spread that stretch all the way down to the fingertips. Coming over, we're going to repeat this on the first side, stretching first and coming over. So, as I introduced it, this is an EBR, an energy block release, number 1. I will be bringing you others, and this is the foundation series of asanas coming up. And breathing in and breathing out to tilt over, stretching over, opening up that side. And EBR, energy block release, is all to do with releasing stagnant and cooped up energy. Oh, that is a green woodpecker I can hear. When they're startled, and they're very easily startled, they often fly off in a particular pattern, screaming and shouting like that. They're very noisy. So having done the side bends and breathed into the side of our bodies, got rid of that congested energy, we're now going to move into a standing stretch. So breathing in, palms facing towards our chest. We're going to push the arms, elbows and hands are parallel, upwards in front of our faces, and breathing out to come to bring them down again. Breathing in and out, and you can feel the shoulder blades stretching and widening, tilting upwards and down. And next time we're going to try and do a balance, if you feel you want to, coming up onto your foot pads, bringing your arms up and balancing as you raise the arms. Maybe another couple of breaths here. And coming down again. Well done. That's a good balance. Really good for tweaking and working all the leg and hip muscles as well. Now into the beautiful finger flicks, bringing the hands facing away from our shoulders, up to shoulder level, bending the knees a little, supportive, but also being able to give with the wind today. Bringing the thumb to the fingertips, and as we breathe out, we're going to flick them away. So breathing in and out, and in and away. Seeing any stresses and strains, any tension, dissipating, being pushed and flying away off into the skies. Oh, wonderful. I can feel you all releasing that locked energy, getting rid and feeling wonderful. Maybe another couple. These are just so delicious. I can see a wagtail on the top of the roof. Beautiful. So, enjoying those beautiful arm rotations. One palm up and then the other. And softening the knees, extending them each time we extend the arms. I love this asana. It really feels like we're wringing out the dishcloth. And the dishcloth being across our bodies. I can feel it from the tips of my fingers, up through my arms, through the shoulders, and even into the chest and the spine. So what this tends to do to me is it brings one shoulder forwards as the other one comes back. Now, up to you, but you might want to bring those arms in this lovely alternate fashion up above the head. A beautiful breeze today. I'm enjoying being outside, feeling the coolness of the autumnal air on my skin and hearing the birds and the stream. I'm surrounded by little sparrows at the moment. There's a whole family of them, and they tend to form a line like they're watching me in an auditorium on the line on top of the hedge. Normally they're about here, but I think I'm a bit scary today. Oh, I love that movement. Hope you do too. Give yourselves a little shake through the shoulders and the arms so that you get rid of any pent-up tension that's been caused through those lovely muscles being stretched. And then you want to be bringing your fingertips to your shoulders nice and softly. Take a nice deep breath in. Bringing those elbows up to point in front of you and then away. Soften the knees as you come down. Straighten the legs as you come up and down again. This is shoulder circling. Shoulder circle in one direction. At the moment I'm going backwards. Breathing in to come up. And out to come down. Lovely. So have you got any clicks and crunches going on? How does it feel? Are the shoulders tight? Are you able to just do small circles? That's absolutely fine, because in time, if you repeat these sequences every day or as often as you can, you'll find that your shoulders will loosen and you'll feel fantastic. The same with your feet, your hips, your neck. All of these movements will really bring ease and smoothness to your joints and muscles. Now we're going to go back the other way. those arms down. Another little shake. Oh, lovely. Hopefully you're really warm in the shoulders now and in the rest of the body from the other movements. So now we're going to be working on the neck. So standing with our feet hip width apart still. Just check that out by putting those two fists in between the joint of the toe, and that should be the right space for your feet. And then knees off lock, pelvis tilted slightly forward, nice long spine, shoulders down, arms relaxed, lovely long neck and chin level. Beautiful. Oh, what lovely tall trees I can see. So we're now going to go into some neck stretches. Now raising the head a little by putting the shoulders down, raising the head, and we're going to jut our chin forward as if we're squeezing an orange that's held underneath our chin, squeezing out the juice, bringing that head up very slowly, one vertebra at a time, and repeating. Jutting out, squeezing, and up. Jutting out, squeezing, and up. One more. So good for any neck tension. Releasing, letting go of any of that blue chakra neck tension, which is all to do with holding in expression and communicating and letting the freedom of the throat go, letting our energy be released at the throat and neck. So now into a beautiful neck tilt. We're going to raise the head up again, tilt the head over to one side with an out breath, coming up with an in breath, and out, and up, and out. Again, the other side, and out. Feeling the neck release. And this time with an out breath, we're just going to hold there and allowing that tension to release, maybe dropping that shoulder down a little bit further, loosening the fingers so you're not holding tension here, just letting that arm go, becoming nice and heavy. The head becomes heavy down to this shoulder, nice and easy. Another breath. And up, same the other side, nice and tall first, and breathing out, letting the shoulder go heavy, descend down. I can feel the energy of you all releasing that tension from necks and shoulders. It just feels marvellous, doesn't it? See, what we're doing is spreading a little healing. Not only spreading amongst our body, but amongst ourselves. Spread that healing out far and wide. Breathing in. Oh, hello, sunshine. I can hear birds dancing all around me. Oh, there's about 6 sparrows watching me on the hedge just here. Lovely sparrow family. And now we're going to turn our head. So breathing in, nice and tall and long, soft knees, and turning that head to look over the shoulder. Coming back with an in-breath. And out. And back, and out, and back. And this time we're just going to hold it there. Oh, there must be about 10 sparrows there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A couple more in the hedge. Another long breath. They're getting a little bit nearer. I'm going to see later if you can see it on the video. I hope you can. And a couple of breaths here. Oh, enjoying that lovely feeling. Now you might want to bring that shoulder further back. Don't allow the shoulder to come with you. Hold it back in line with your side of your body. Only go as far as is good for you. And back. So that movement was so good in preparing yourself for this next posture, beautiful spinal twist. Still with knees hip width apart, we're going to bring our hands up in front of our chest, palms away. One hand just touching the other wrist, breathing in. And we're going to turn, spinal twist our way round to just the side of ourselves, side of our body. Holding it there, coming back, alternating, hand to wrist, coming round. Ooh, a few clicks and crunches. I can feel my knees giving. It's a good feeling actually. Another one coming round, hand on wrist. Are you able to go a little bit further each time? So you'll notice your hips are still facing forwards. That's good. We are going to be advancing that slightly in a moment, but for now, hand to elbow, breathing out and coming round. Maybe you can go a little bit further this time because the hand doesn't restrict you by holding on to the wrist. And breathing out as we come round. Oh, I'm looking at the beautiful view behind me. Wonderful countryside. This time, hand to opposite shoulder, breathing in. And coming round. Oh, yes, I'm looking a little bit further behind me this time. Oh, beautiful church clock chiming. It's 2 o'clock. Coming round. And back. This time we're going to hold it. But before that, we're going to bring our feet to shoulder width apart. Hand to shoulder, hand loose. Breathing in. And coming round, you might want to loosen that opposite heel. And this hand comes to the opposite hip, just resting there. And allow yourself to rest in this posture. If it feels good for you, come back if it's a little tight. And then you may want to turn your head even further in order to extend the spinal twist. Nice. Coming back, breathing in, hand to shoulder, nice loose hand, coming round, heel off the ground at the back, and back of the fingers to the opposite hip, and breathing out. Oh, wonderful. This feels so good. Having done the activations and now a good way through the asanas for the EBR1, we're doing really well. We're softening and warming up the whole body. I'm so proud of you guys. Let's spread a little healing, hey? Now we're going into the most beautiful back bend. So bringing our palms to our back. Soften those knees, feet hip width apart, shoulders down. Rather than up here by our ears, we're going to try and push our shoulders down, maybe down the back of our back rather than bringing them forward. Breathing in and just gently bending backwards. So I'm not allowing my head to go further, I'm just allowing the head to be an extension of the neck. And then coming up again, breathing in. And breathing out, loosening backwards. And what I love about this posture is the stretch across the chest. I feel like I'm drawing a straight line from one shoulder to the other. Lovely. Almost as if the shoulders are curving backwards and you're squeezing the scapula, the shoulder blades together at the back. Let's try that again, maybe holding it, breathing in. And softening and loosening and squeezing those shoulder blades together, which has the beautiful effect of stretching out the chest. Those pec muscles, pectoral muscles too. I can feel it through my arms, even my wrists. Coming up. Now we're going to go into a forward bend. So bringing the arms up above our heads, stretching to the skies, and then bending at the hips, soften the knees, coming down. One vertebra at a time. Now, I'm not the best at forward bends and touching the floor. You guys might be much better than me. You might be whole flat palms to the ground at the moment. So as I breathe with each out breath, I can get slightly further down and then touching the floor as if you're trailing your fingers through a beautiful cool stream. And coming up again, breathing in, one vertebra at a time, as if you're putting one vertebra on top, stacking them on top of each other, stretching to the sky, to the sunshine today on this lovely autumnal day. And then bending again, coming down. Or getting a little bit further this time, softening into the knees. Bend them as much as you want to. It's completely up to you. Listen to your body and what it needs. Coming up again. Flowing those hands like a dance up to the skies. Breathing in, lovely, breezy, windy day. And coming down. We're going to hold it a little bit longer this time. Coming down. You might feel it in the Achilles, in the calves, in the hamstrings. Maybe you can feel it across the shoulders, between the shoulder blades. Enjoying a couple of breaths here. And slowly coming up. Straightening the legs when you're ready, stretching the hands up to the skies. I can put my fingers in the tree and feel the leaves, feel contact with nature, my favourite place to be. Hands down into prayer position, shoulders down, knees off lock, nice and soft. Fantastic. So we're going to do this one more time into a squat. If you're happy squatting and bending your knees that much, then that's great. If not, then you've got two alternatives. One is to get a chair and just hold the chair as you come down and use that as a support. Another is to carry on just with your forward bends and see how that feels without bending your knees too much. So breathing in, stretching to the skies and coming down, bending at the hips, hinging, and then bending the knees, touching the floor for support. Feeling that lovely back extension, the balance, Heels down, coming up again. We're going to advance it slightly more each time. Going to repeat this about 3 times, coming down. Fingers to the floor. And then you might want to bring your hands in front of you and balance on the balls of your feet. I quite like to tuck my bottom in, so I've got a nice long vertical spine at this stage, even with this strong wind. Hey, look at me, guys. And then fingertips down again, coming up. Beautiful breeze of this autumnal day. Hello, tree. Down again. This time we're going to hold it a little bit more. Bending the knees onto the balls of the feet. And then hands up if you feel like it. Hey, how are you doing? Looking great. Look at all you beautiful flames out there. Like beautiful brightly lit candles. And then coming down to prayer position. Touching the floor. Straightening the legs slowly. And then very gently, one vertebra at a time, coming up. Stretching to the sky. Oh, I can feel the stretch even through my legs right now. And then coming back down. Oh. And then still with feet in the position of the Tadasana. Hip width apart, knees off lock, pelvis slightly tilted forwards. Arms loose, shoulders dropped, neck long and chin level. Hands perhaps into prayer position. And just enjoying one moment of Tadasana. Connecting with the essence of yourself. Connecting with body awareness so that you can feel the contact of the earth beneath your feet. The coolness of the air or the warmness of the air around you. Listening to the sounds around you. Feeling how your body feels right now. What part of your body is talking to you? Having gratitude for being alive. The tingling of the hands and the feet, the nerve endings. The stimulation of all the senses and all that we are. I am so glad to be alive. I am so grateful and aware of what it is to be alive. Let's spread a little healing. My body feels in harmony. Slowly opening your eyes, widening your hands, giving yourself a little shake. Now what I'm going to do is go through all of those again with less talking and more flow. So if you wanted to in future, just skip to this point. Then you can watch this as your daily quick yoga. So coming into Tadasana, feet hip width apart, enjoying the knees off lock, the hips tilted slightly forward, arms long, long spine and neck, chin level, and breathe. Hello, little plane that's going over me right now. And then rocking forwards and back on the feet. Maybe raising the toes as you tilt backwards, raising the heels a little as you tilt forwards, accommodating the ground, and then circling the feet in one direction and in the other. Ooh, leaf landed on me. Lovely. Now into a side bend and breathing out. Oh, yes. And the other way. And breathing out. Fantastic. And breathing out. Maybe going a little further. And breathing out. Oh, between two pains. Holding it this time. Holding it. Coming up. And back. Now a standing stretch. And holding it this time, maybe coming up onto tiptoes. And down. Lovely. Finger flicks. Arm rotations. Now into shoulder circles. Breathing in. And coming back the other way. Remembering to bend those knees, get the whole body involved. Oh, fantastic. Oh, whole body in harmony. And the neck, lengthen, squeeze, and up. Lengthen, squeeze, and up. Jutting that chin forwards. One more time. Lengthen and tilting over. Up and tilt. And tilt. Holding next time. Stretch that opposite shoulder down. And up. And tilt. Coming up, now we're going to turn the whole head to look over our shoulder, back to the other side, breathing in and out, breathing in and out, and next time we're going to hold, breathing in and out, holding it here, a couple of breaths, pushing that shoulder back, breathing in and out. Oh, I've got a sparrow so close to me on the hedge. Now we're going into the spinal twist to the wrist and turn. Other way. Oh yeah, I can feel it in the opposite hip. Just in the back of that hip. The side of the sacrum. This is such a good movement. I have two sisters, and it's both of their favourite movement. This time, so next time we're going to hold hand to hip, soft knees. We might want to raise that opposite heel, and that allows us to go a little bit further round. Maybe turn the head a little further. Oh, fantastic. Couple more breaths. And coming back. Flowing round. Heel off. Fingertips to the hip. Coming back. Birds are so vocal today. And back. Maybe give yourself a shake. Let out some of that tension. You've done so well so far. Fantastic. What a great EBR this is. Now a back bend. Hands to hips. Soft knees. Bringing those shoulders back. As if we're pushing our sternum to the skies. Oh, up and back and up and back, up one more time. Oh, wonderful. Stretching up, ready for a forward bend, and breathing out, hinging at the hips. Towards the floor, soft knees, and coming up again. Stretching up and down. Soft knees. Stretching up. Next time we're going to hold it a little longer and breathe a couple more breaths at this level. Let go, let go, let the head release. Coming up. Next time we're going to go all the way down into a squat, if that's okay for you. Hinging at the hips. Bending at the knees. Holding the floor. If you want to, coming up into a balance. Nice long spine. If you want to, bringing the hands up above your head. Wonderful. Oh, yeah. Balancing, tweaking, prayer position, fingertips to the floor. Hips slowly up, stretching those legs, and then one vertebra at a time. Raising up. Hello, little plane above me. And stretching before we come back into prayer position. Tadasana. Feet hip width apart, knees off lock, hips tilted forward, hands in prayer position, shoulders down, neck long, chin level. Enjoying the beautiful peace you have, having done a series of movements to release blockage, leaving you free from stress and strain, the whole body in harmony. I wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful week. Please rewatch whenever you want to find some harmony in your body, in your life. To repeat these movements, and your body will welcome these movements. Enjoy. Let's spread a little peace, a little healing. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next week.